Day to each everyone. I am Criselo Marva. I am the first reporter for the Module 3, Lesson 1, which is the Methods of Teaching Science. They have four methods in teaching music. We have Kodali methods, which is my report, Suzuki methods, Dalgruzi methods, and the ORP methods, which is my co-reporters who has discussed that. So we will tackle about the Kodali. So what is Kodali methods? Kodali methods is the approach to music education rooted in the idea that music should be a social and cultural experience. The Kodali approach to teaching music asserts that musical concept, creativity, and collaborations are the best taught in the group music lesson, but particularly of the young children. The origin of Sultan Kodili, it developed under his guidance during the 1940s and 1950s. Sultan Kodili was born in Hungary and learned how to play the violin, piano, and cello without formal schooling. He went on her write music and became close friends with Bartok. He received his PhD and gained critical praise for his work, especially music that was meant for children throughout his career. Kodali composed a lot of music, put a concert with young musicians, wrote many articles, and conducted lectures. He died in 1967. In philosophy, music education is most affected when started early and everyone is capable of music literacy. Singing is stressed as the foundation for musicianship, and the use of folk and composed music of the high artistic value music of core curriculum. Elevate the level of teacher training, improve musical literacy in school. Everyone is capable and has the right to musical literacy. Singing is the foundation of musical learning. Music education must begin with the very young. The importance of using folk music, native folk song of other countries, the music of high artistic incorporating games, improve playing instruments, read and writing music with singing. Essential process follow child natural learning development. Oral kinesthetic, writing picture abstract, read recognize. The techniques of Collodi methods follow a set sequence. The materials used of teaching musical concept varies depending on the age of the student. The sequence follow me as simplify as listen, sing, understand, read and write, create using this method under the guidance of the certified Kodali teacher. Students can develop listening skills, sign singing, air training, learn how to play instrument, compose, improve, sing, dance, analyze, read, and write.
Good day, everyone. By the way, let me introduce myself. I am Jessa Argaso. I am also the reporter for this Module 3 Lesson 1, but my assigned topic is the Suzuki method and the ORF method. So, first, what is Suzuki method? So, Suzuki method is a music curriculum and teaching philosophy dating from the mid-20th century created by Japanese violinist and pedagogy Shinichi Suzuki. So, this method aims to create an environment for learning music which parallels the linguistic environment of acquiring a native language. So the origin of this method was developed by the late Dr. Shinichi Suzuki, an accomplished Japanese violinist. He played for the Imperial Court of Japan and formed the Suzuki Quartet with his siblings. Dr. Shinichi Suzuki then went on the start of music school, and in 1964, the Suzuki method was introduced to the United States. Shinichi Suzuki died on January 28, 1998. And the philosophy of this method was based on Suzuki's observation of children when he was in Germany. He observed that children are able to learn their mother tongue with no difficulty. He concluded that a child's environment greatly influences his or her development. Then, the technique of this method is using the talent educational movement. Children start talking violin lesson by age of 2 or 3. Suzuki students are first exposed to great classical recording and music pieces that they will eventually learn. Background music will constantly be playing while children are at school to immerse them in music. The belief behind this is that the children will learn to develop and good musical ears, able to detect change in pitch, timing, tone, and etc. Students learn by observation, they learn as a group, social interaction and cooperation are fostered among students. So, last is ORF method. So, what is ORF method? So, the ORF method is a way of introducing and teaching children about music on a level that they can easily comprehend. So, musical concepts are learned through singing, chanting, dance, movement, drama, and the playing of percussion instruments. Improvisation, composition, and a child's natural sense of play are encouraged. So the origin of this method is this approach to music educational was developed by Kurt Orff, a German most famous composition in the oratorio Carmena Burana. So his ideas were based on his belief in the importance of rhythm and movement. Orff shared these ideas in a book titled Orff, Schoolwork, which was later revised and then adapted into English as Music for Children. The key concept of Orff method. Using the Orff approach, students learn about rhythm, melody, harmony, texture, form, and other elements of music. So students learn these concepts by speaking, chanting, singing, dancing, moving, acting, and playing instruments. These learned concepts become springboards for further creative pursuits such as improvisation or composing their own music.
Good day, I am Rovimi Tumimang Trosyo and I will discuss the Dalcruz method in teaching music. But first, who developed the Dalcruz method?
Emile Jacques Dalcroze is the one who developed the Dalcroze method. He is a Swiss composer, music educator, and music theorist.
What is Dalcroze method? Dalcroze method is also called Dalcroze Eurythmics is a process for awakening, developing, and refining innate musicality through rhythmic movements.
Dalcroze education is a playful, experimental approach to teaching and learning music, meaning learner is learning in experimental and playful processes. As what you've seen, Dalcroze education is learning, teaching, knowing, expressing, telling music through playful, purposeful, dynamic movement activities. Two components of Dalcroze approach. The first component is rhythmic solfege, which is the air the recipient of music should be trained to recognize and to differentiate between all sound rhythms. For in short, it helps develop air training and sight singing skills, or FEX-DO. The second one is improvisation, the act of creating and playing new music without preparing it in advance. It involves instrumental and listening skills.
The concept of Dalcroze method is it helps foster imagination, creative expression, coordination, flexibility, concentration, inner hearing, music, appreciation, and understanding of musical concept.